Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. My question is for all of y'all. Here's the thing about Drew Brees. Do you guys think Drew Brees should just call it a career? And I got a Tom Brady video that's coming out. It's going to bother some Tom Brady fans, but at the end of the day, we have to continue to discuss this. At the end of the day, Tom Brady is great, but at the end of the day, some of his greatness is going to have to always be taken away from him. It is what it is. And you can get mad, you can bitch about it all you want, but we're going to have a serious discussion about Tom Brady and his legacy. Okay, now let's get back to Drew Brees' legacy. Drew Brees, at the end of the day, he does have one Super Bowl, under his belt. But you look at the chances he didn't have to go to multiple Super Bowls to get there. Okay, at the end of the day, they had a bunk call versus the Rams, which led to the Rams going to the Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, Drew Brees didn't play good enough to distance themselves from the Rams in that game. Drew Brees is a great regular season quarterback. But at the end of the day, when we evaluating Drew Brees' career, yeah, Drew Brees got all the passing records damn near. But then we going to say, with all those stats, how come he only got one Super Bowl? And that's all it's going to come down to. Yeah, he has one Super Bowl, but we going to look at his stats and be like, man, for a dude that did this much in the regular season, he should have at least two or three Super Bowls under his belt. Can we all admit that? But he's found a way to blow it. Today's loss is on Drew Brees, and there's no way you could get around it. It's not about the receivers. It's not about the defense. It's about Drew Brees making bad plays in this game. This loss is on him, and it kind of reminds me of a while back. I know people like Drew Brees want to go out on their shield. They want to at least try to get to the Super Bowl, and if they win, that's cool. If they lose, then at least they tried. But it just reminds me of Dan Marino. Dan Marino's very last game, I think, as a Miami Dolphin. Dan Marino, I think, had this game versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, I think, and they lost like 63-3 or something. Just a horrible loss. And after that, Dan Marino just called it quits. And I think Drew Brees needs to just call it quits. I just don't think that he has it anymore, and it's just time to come to grips with that. It isn't there no more for him, Drew Brees never had what you would call a super strong arm, but he made it work. He was a good dink and dunk, 15, 20-yard, passer. This isn't a dude that was throwing like 60-yard bombs on a regular basis. He was a good quarterback that could stretch the field. He never had a good arm, but he made it work. He had good possession receivers, catch for possession. He never had a guy like Randy Moss. I don't even think a guy like Randy Moss could have played for a guy or played with a guy like Drew Brees, because Randy Moss was more so a deep threat receiver. Randy Moss wasn't like T.O., a catch and run type of receiver. But at the end of the day, Randy Moss did his thing though. But, that's just what I'm saying about Drew Brees. I think he needs to really seriously consider saying, you know what, I'm done. Do he want to come back again for another season, possibly of humiliation? I mean, at the end of the day, you done made money. You know what I'm saying? You got the numbers. You got a guaranteed trip to Canton. So what is there to continue to play for? You got the Super Bowl. Let it go. That's my take on the whole situation. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.